Hey, Dummies. How's it going? It's been a week. It's been a lot. Mentally straining. Wow. Good. Mentally draining. Just a lot. Made me wonder about who I am as a person. You know? What do you do? Who are you when you have nothing to do, right? When you have no expectations, what goes on in your mind? That becomes who you are, right? I mean, truly, that's more who you are than the person you are when you're doing things, right? When something's distracting you. Fuck, goddamn. And you know who I am? I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. I can't even fucking pull up the goddamn background, right? That's who I am. I think I am also allergic to this mask the longer this goes on, but we'll do it for an episode. It's good to be here, Dummies. And as I think about these things, and as I have more free time, I hope one day I get to talk to you all often. I hope I get to set up a team around talking to you guys. I hope that I am a force for good and can continually find new things to educate myself about and make jokes about. This is just like the most pussy stand-up, right? I'm just putting it out online and just being like, whatever, you know? There's no people in front of me. I don't refine my jokes every night by going down to wherever and doing stand-up, you know? But I do enjoy this. However, unlike stand-up, and the issue with stand-up, truly, is that people go there to laugh, right? And sometimes, Dummies, I'm not gonna make you laugh. Sometimes it's truly about thinking, right? There are thoughts that represent that. I don't need to bring them up because they're just depressing. But I hope that I do provide enough to the world that they decide this is worth having around. Thanks for being here, Dummies. How are you guys doing today? I've seen a lot of people add value to my life this week. A lot of people who, you get so much free time. What do? Right? Right? What do you think? A lot. I don't think about good stuff. Not usually. So it was hard. And I've had a lot of people stick their neck out for me in more way than one this week. And a lot of people be very grateful to me and appreciative. And those are things I'll never forget. I'm thinking about putting together something like that. I don't have a very good self-esteem. In fact, I'd even gander to say I hate myself. So I've been thinking about not on purpose. Trust me, guys. It's not like a thing I wake up and I'm like, ooh, can't wait to hate myself today, you know? But it's just, you wake up, you hate yourself sometimes, and it's not anyone's fault, you know? It's kind of like, I was thinking about this today. When you're depressed, it's kind of like having, your friend that you're going to take with you. Because he's a lot of fun, and you're going to want to experience something with him. He's going to be there later, and you want to talk to him about it. He has the best, the best banter. It's most fun with him, right? So you bring him somewhere, but you know some shit's going to go on. This was, I think, Baloney was like this for me. He was just very irresponsible. We'd go somewhere, he'd start yelling at a waitress or whatever. But at the same time, I'd always invite him because he was fun to have around, right? So instead of a friend that makes you uncomfortable, imagine the friend that you always invite everywhere, but instead of making you uncomfortable, they say mean things. So you go into the farmer's market or whatever, and you just look over, and you're like, look at this frumpy bitch. And you're like, hey, man, calm that down. It's a Tuesday morning. I don't know the definition of the word frumpy, but let's just calm it down for a minute, you know? And it's just like, all right, whatever. And then, like, he's, like, calling dogs ugly. And you're like, what? What? The dogs are like babies. They're supposed to be beautiful at all times, right? Like, what the fuck's going on? That's what depression's like. You're just doing a thing with your family. And then all of a sudden your brain's like, you should have killed yourself years ago. Like, what the fuck? Who said that? You know? You're like, hey, we're eating cornbread. Calm it down back there. What the fuck was that? You know? That's a lot of what my life has been. So as I sit here and stew, sometimes that stuff comes to the surface. But luckily I've been without having to do a lot of things, so I get to kind of skim that off the top and keep moving, right? Fuck, I forgot a water. But man, I don't want to say my life's improved, because there's people who have made my life actively worse and could have actively helped me and chose not to and threw me to the fucking wolves, right? Because of preparation of my own, I will be okay. Not from anything from them, right? Not from the people who fucked me over and pretended they were fucking there for me, right? But, and this is what's going to happen, right? This is what fucking idiots do, right? They look at you after they put you in a bad situation that you jump out of, and they go, he's better for it. Look at that dummy. So much smarter after that. I'm just the dummy. I'll tell you what. Traumatize me as much as you want. There's no more character coming out. That's all it is, bud. That's all we got. Okay? Come hit me with a stick. This is all the funny you get. Okay? I don't know what the fuck you want from me. What, you think you just bash me with the head like a fucking Looney Tune and come up with more jokes? Think I'm the fucking... What the fuck? You just hit the buzzer and I just spit out shit? God. Fucking... Whatever. But when I come out of this, hopefully for the better, hopefully doing good, pray to God with some sort of dummy studios, dummy studios, and it's just me and a bunch of dummies where every employee must wear a ski mask. Okay, now we're going. Okay, so in the cult, when everyone comes with me, they give me all their money, whatever else, we'll also have employees. Those are people not stupid enough to sell out. I respect them more. So the employees all wear white ski masks. The cult guys all wear red ski masks. Oh man, this could work so fire. You guys gotta come in, and they'll just be like, I'll be like, ma'am, you need to have a white ski mask accompany you at all times. You're just walking around red masked up, okay? It's not allowed, okay? I'd wear like a bright green one, Oh, yeah. That's good. Write that down, dummies. Be prepared. Get your mask ready, red or white, depending on your IQ level. I'm not gonna measure it. It's just if you buy into the cult, that's the test. It's more of a pass-fail than it is truly about a certain threshold. But in this episode of my life, I've been a little stir crazy. Wouldn't you believe it? Been a little excessive in the thoughts, a little excessive in the loneliness, a little bit. A little bit new. Something I haven't really done recently. I've never had a time. I was thinking about this with work and everything. Give me 1 second, friends. I need to get a drink. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This is unprofessional. I know. You guys don't get to see this, but every episode I cut a piece out so I can go get a glass of water if there's not a glass of water set up behind me because I'm garbage. Can't fucking. What am I doing? 1 second. As I have this extra time and as I get kind of prepared to fill up my time, figure out what I want to do, and things like that, I've been trying to find a peace within myself, right? And you think about a few things. You think maybe I have some Spartan blood, right? Maybe I need to go out in the woods, wrestle a bear, right? Maybe, I guess more Russian. Oh, Spartans used to do. Yeah, we're good. So maybe I got a little Russian Spartan blood in me, and I just need to go wrestle a bear, right? Maybe I have some yogi in my ancestry, right? And I need to just meditate. Maybe tanning, right? Maybe the vitamin C, the vitamin D. Hey, did you guys know I'm a dummy? Whatever vitamin you get from the fucking sun, right? You just be like, nah, I'm not depressed. All of a sudden, the bully who's like, by the way, you're gay, every time you turn a corner, is no longer around, Your friend who's mean. And so... Damn, I was losing this. Oh, yeah. I've been kind of wondering, though, like, what is the identity? What if there's something, like, what if there's a white trash thing in my genes, and if I just drink a Busch Light once a night, every night, it'll kill me at 40, but I'll be happy. What if, right? What if I'm a serial killer of some sort, right? and I just need to kill a few small animals. Just to get it out of my system, right? Like, what if it's just a stray cat anyways, and I'm unhappy? Is that not worth... It's a stray cat, it's probably going to die, it's got mange, right? Like, is that not worth my possible happiness, you know? Like, what if I do see a small cat that it looks like there's no collar and a little mange, like it's been uncared for, and then I start making cat noises, and then I destroy it and kill it, right? In the middle at 2 a.m. making cat noises so no one else is suspect, and it's like, row, 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 and I'm just smacking this cat on the ground, right? What if I do that and I'm not depressed? You know? What if I, like, do that and I wake up and I'm like... Life is worth living. What if? What if? What if? Right? It's, and dare I say, right? The controversial opinion, dare I say it's worth a try, right? Right? What if? You know, what if in my genes somewhere, what if the old Genghis Khan, right? He fucked all of our grandmothers or something, and we're all related to Genghis Khan. What? He'd like to just destroy things and fuck them. Why can't I just... What if I did just kill a cat making cat noises so no one was the better and then nailed it to a telephone pole with a knife? What if? You know? And what if I felt better? All I can think is that if I had a friend who came up to me and he was covered in blood and he goes, "Dummy." I go, "Oh my God, are you going to live?" And he goes, "Dummy, I'm happy." Well, bring it in. You know? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Especially stray cat, right? Once again, stray cat. It's just running around everywhere, right? Come on. Let's go. What if? It is a fun thought, though. I think about that often. That's one of my favorite. They talk about is it Teflon? I think it is. The stuff that's in like a bunch of Americans' bodies or whatever, and all the issues that we face. What if there is just one small thing stopping you from being depressed, you know? Go get that cat. You see a cat outside your window and you think, "I'm depressed because of you, Mr. Whiskers. I'm depressed because of you." You know? Don't let... Get the cat. I don't know. Cat adium. I don't know. I don't have anything right now. Okay? Get the cat. Be happy. That's your motivation for the week. Yeah, it is fun though. Next time you are just sitting around thinking about being depressed, just look at a stray animal and think to yourself, what if? If it's not worth it, you're not that depressed. That's once again just like the pass-fail for the Colts. I have a foolproof depression test. If you can sit in front of this kitten without killing it, you're not depressed. So, congratulations, sir. You've beaten your depression. Congratulations. I also had some fun, once again, stuck inside, hanging out. Not really stuck inside, but you think I'm going out there? You think I'm fucking going out there? Hell no. Fucking cars. Fucking people? No. Kids playing? Ugh. Disgusting. So I stayed inside, and I turned on a movie I had heard about many a time. Dirty Harry, right? And you think to yourself, why do they call him Dirty Harry? Is it because of his language? Probably a little bit. But it's got a fun little plot. I didn't realize that was you feeling lucky, punk. You know, the no, you're sitting there thinking to yourself, did he shoot 5 bullets or 6? But you can't count because I shot you twice. So at least 2 of them are fired. Like, it's just like, so he's doing the, oh, is that 4, 5, or 6 bullets? I don't know. What's it gonna be? And so he's walking away, and the guy's laying there with this afro. The guy looks pretty fire, by the way. Like, if I had to say, like, a rockin' ass dude from, I think it was the 70s, this guy fucking rocks. And so he's sitting there, and he's like, hey there, man. Well, let's find out then, huh? And so then he pulls the Dirty Harry pulls the trigger, playing with this man's life, and it clicks. And the guy's like, you son of a bitch! He's getting all mad at him. Very fun. All racially based. Like, at one point, they're just robbing a bank. One guy has a gun pointed. He shoots at that guy and kills him. Another guy runs by with a bank bag, hops into a car. He guns the driver down. The driver hits a curb, flips over, and then he starts shooting at the other guy in the passenger side. So he just kills 3 men in the street with no real. He didn't have to by any means. But so then after doing that, he goes back to the station, and the guy's like, listen, pal, you got a big road ahead of you, and we're going to need to give you a partner. He's like, I have a partner. I don't need another partner. I'm like, your partner's been in the hospital for 2 weeks. Is he okay? Your partner's in the hospital. You need to go see. Rodriguez loved you. You need to go see him. He's not looking good. They found a tumor too. I know he went the gunshot, but they found a tumor. You gotta go say hi to Rodriguez. Good God, you know. They were just like, well, he's been in the hospital for 2 weeks. So we got you a new one. It's just another guy. He's like, fine, but I don't like it. And so then they're just at the water fountain, right? They're just at the water cooler hanging out. The American newspaper, right? The place where we pass information to our coworkers, right? And so they're sitting there, and this one guy literally just starts, like, no context, just starts saying every racial slur with only a comma between them. Just listing them off like he knows them by name. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so at the end of that, he just goes, Harry hates them all, don't you, Harry? There he goes. Every single one of them. What? Who wrote that? Arrest them. Like, it had to just be one guy, like, put me in the movie saying all of them. Like, there was one guy that was like, yeah, like, he only threw out 3 racial slurs. Like, oh, you know, so-sos, and so-sos. Oh, I hate all of them. They're like, 3? He only had 3 of them? You got at least 12 fucking names back pocket, just waiting to be pulled out like a fucking business card, you know? So this guy's with this man who's obviously just a white supremacist, and at one point you get introduced to the villain, and the villain is just, and it's hard to tell because you see a lot of things in the 70s. You see the Black Panther movement, you see a lot of Cheech and Chong looking guys, and you're like, is this an interracial gay couple, or are these terrorists? Are these domestic terrorists, or is this some kind of, like, queer eye for the straight terrorist? I don't understand, you know? What's happening here? Did he get dolled up by gays before he went to do his big terrorism? What happened, you know? He's got fishnet shirt with a fucking, like, artist cap on, like one of those French wee looking guys. Like, what the fuck are you doing, you know? That just doesn't seem gang related, you know? That's just not, hey, you know? So then the last one of my favorites, and you start to really understand where you're like, somebody at the head of this just really knew what was going on in the world, right? Somebody really could touch on a vein. And at this part, Dirty Harry is spying. He's trying to eavesdrop. He's trying to find a lead, right? No matter how legal he has to do it. So he's hiding outside a window, listening, watching. And there's an Asian man and a woman, and they're talking, and he gives her a gift. And upon opening the gift, she starts hugging him, kissing him, and she goes, oh boy, well, we better get a big old thing of egg rolls to celebrate. And it's like, that's not their that's more like their French fry than it is their cake, right? Egg rolls are much more akin to a side dish than some sort of celebratory dessert. Could you imagine the man who goes, "Son, bring it here. I knew you could graduate. First one in the whole family." I thought to myself, I don't know what I did to deserve this, so I brought you 40 egg rolls. I know, it's just the most celebratory food I could think of. I brought you 35 egg rolls because I ate 5 of them on the way, son. Just celebrating by myself so hard. Like, what the fuck is that? Who buys egg rolls to celebrate? That doesn't make any sense. No one has ever done that, and if they did, they died from some sort of domestic disturbance, right? That's not allowed. Wonderful movie. Definitely suggest watching it if you really enjoy that kind of stuff. Just some guy walking around just doing terrible shit everywhere, and you're just like, how did this movie get made? Akin to like Killer Clowns in Space for like the what the fuck is going on, really. There's a story to it, but it doesn't matter. You can't pay attention when they're just listing off slurs next to a water cooler and then they're just moving on. You're like, was that character building? What was that? This weekend, I did have some stuff though. I know, clout chasing, just lying on the track, right? But I went to a wedding. I did go outside. It was terrifying. It's always terrifying. I never know what to do. I'm not good at these things. I'm going to let you guys know something. I've never striven to be a professional person. It's always my favorite to just be insane. Also, I can maintain that. I can't maintain professionalism at all times, right? That's just who I am. Sometimes the dummy comes out in me, and it's not... You can't have that, right? The dumb needs to be masked. And so we go to this wedding. It's a beautiful ceremony. The people in it look fantastic. Beautiful little church. They're all getting ready, taking pictures, doing all this stuff. And it's fun. It's fun. I actually find some other people to talk to, and we start intermingling. It's going well. So I was like, all right, we're getting this done, right? At one point, a lady did see me, and I was with part of the bridal party, but I didn't want to be with them. They're changing, doing whatever else. So I'm waiting on the side, and one lady hits me with a, "Who is he?" And I know, dummies. I should have just got the mask and just did what I needed to, right? But I let it go. It raised a lot of anxiety in me, but also let us reflect on the "who is he" person, right? One, how dare you gender me, you fucking bitch, with your fucking haircut I had in 4th grade? You have the same haircut I had in 4th grade, you fucking bitch. I did that fucking 22 years before it was fucking cool, you fucking idiot. Oh, fucking who is he, bitch? Who are you? Fucking hair in a bowl cut. God. And so I was sitting off to the side, and it's just the people who make you feel weird, the people who try to make people anxious, the people who try to put things on, but they can't come up individually and go, "Hey, what's going on?" Those are goofies, right? Okay. I didn't want to bring you guys in like this, right? I've been talking to you guys for 29 episodes. 29 episodes. We've just been having fun. But I'm gonna let you know something. Dummies is actually an association you could be affiliated with. Dummies actually. I hate to say it, but dummies are closely to bond. You understand? You get a few dummies on the block, all of a sudden it starts looking a little wild out here. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. You get a few dummies together, okay? Just some dummies walking around in the club, all of a sudden just shots popping off. Who knows? You know, you don't. But I'm gonna let you know something else too. There's others out there, people who aren't dummies, people who don't know they're dummies. They think they're not, and they put themselves on the other side of you. Those are goofies. All right, directly opposing. All right, dummies hate the goofies. Understand? We beat the shit out of them. Okay? Gotta look out for that. Okay? The bitch who's at a wedding that she could easily come to anyone and go, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you here?" Right? And she goes, "Who is he?" to the lady next to her. "Bitch, I'll come introduce myself. Who the fuck are you? You goofy bitch." Let me catch a few goofies on the block. Show them what the dummies do, huh? Let me catch a few goofies, alright? There was a very fun point in the ceremony, though, where you look to the side. It's a Methodist church. It's a beautiful spot. Some pews on either side, and you see there's a beautiful cross and things up here. To the right, an American flag. Right. The Christian faith is very deeply tied to the American country. Right. It's part of the reason we came over here was to do American shit, but also to have a freedom from religion, which a lot of people think means we came here and made a church, but it's not true at all. But it is deeply tied to churches are deeply tied to America more than America's deeply tied to churches. That said, on the other end of this, we have another flag, one that I had forgotten for many years. So when I would go to church, we had have this thing during the summer called Vacation Bible School, right? It's an organization. They sell kits. I don't know. I always wonder if they're on the up and up or if it's like one of those things where they just have a monopoly on everything. They fuck it all up. Now, we had gone to do all these things, and we had a special flag in the corner for this week. It was always there, but we'd bring it out, we'd put it in a special spot, and we'd say the Pledge of Allegiance to the Christian flag. And so I believe it would go, I want to almost read it. I believe it's, "I pledge allegiance to the Christian flag and to the brotherhood for which it stands." That is the first line that we made. That's so funny to just send your kids to some little church thing. They're like, "Hey, we made bread today and ate it. Ooh, here's a little bracelet. It's the one that is the same as the Joshua and his coat of many colors. It's the same kind of many colors. Also, we learned the pledge of the Christian flag and thank the brotherhood for which it stands." Rewind. One more. Whoop. Back. One more. Chapter back for me real quick, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, very fun, very wild to just have a religion with a flag. And they fought in the Crusades, right? Well, who would have thought no flag for them, right? But goddamn, to the brotherhood for which it stands, and you're just fucking hand on your heart, just. They're probably playing some hymnal or whatever, I don't know. Very fun. There's also a lot of other fun shit in there. So there was a exit sign, which I believe all exit signs at least have to be regulated because they all look the same, but they have to have that red glow, be a drop down. A lot of them now have to be, it seems like, apart from a door or sticking out from a wall as opposed to touching a wall and just along the wall, line. This one was not only touching the wall, it was built into the wall with a light bulb that I have to imagine came with the same glass cover, and it's just a glass cover that says exit, like how Pizza Hut's windows used to say Pizza Hut in the colored windows like they do in churches where they're painting scenes from the Bible, just the fucking multicolored windows. I also had some fun. So, and then, my whole world has been collapsing around me. I've been losing my fucking mind. Having a hard time sleeping. And one of my favorite things that has been happening is dreams. They're weird, they're insane, they keep happening, and they're just odd, right? This one I had last night, I had a 3-inch puppy that I could hold in my hand. I don't think it was last night, I think it was 2 or 3 nights ago. I had a 3-inch puppy I could hold in my hand, right? From palm to fingers. I would just hold it in my hand, he would sit there, just staring outward, like some kind of the Iron Giant with the little kid, right? And so I'm just letting this dog guide me, and it doesn't even say anything because it looks like it's 6 days old. It's still pink, and it's got a little bit of hair, but not much, and its eyes aren't open, so it'll be or it's looking for a titty, and I'm I don't know what to do with this. So we're standing outside at this party, not sure what to do. All of a sudden though, starts raining, so I'm all right, here you go, bud. And so he starts looking up the rain. He's good. He likes the rain, and we keep it moving, right? But at one point, I have to set the dog down I just set the dog down. I think I was going to get food or do something else. So I set it in a chair, and I tell my friend, I say, watch this dog. Don't let anyone sit on it. And I go somewhere else. But I never take my eyes off the little 3-inch dog that eats rainwater. Couldn't. Don't know why. So, yeah, whatever that means, I think I'll probably die from some stabbing in 2 days. I think that's what my therapist said it probably means. She interpreted it, not me. So, just be prepared for that. This is the last one. I don't know. I think my brain's breaking a little bit. I think my brain's kind of refreshing and being like, holy shit, we don't have all these things like wearing us down in here, right? Don't have that one guy being a dick everywhere. Lately I've been noticing a thing too. It's getting hotter out, right? It's harder to wear the mask in the heat. There's a lot more people going out enjoying it. I love that. Get your dog. Go out, have fun. Don't let your dog just attack other dogs, right? Same thing though. Like get your car. Go out, listen to music. Blast the music. Don't blast it in a fucking residential where everyone can hear you for 300 fucking feet, right? And that goes the same for everything. Whether it's the dirty shitbox cars that people like to run around in. You see a Miata that can fucking send sound waves 2,000 feet any direction. You're like, what is the point of that existing? But whatever. In the same way, you just think to yourself, what do we do? Like, motorcycles are the equivalent. They blast music so loud, they are the equivalent of the autistic kid at school who's playing anime intros down the hallway between class. I should be justified in legally destroying that. I should be able to break it. I should be able to take that, and I should be able to fuck a hole through the speaker. You understand? Okay? What the fuck are you doing? Listen to goddamn music in the same hallway everyone else has to. On a big-ass speaker? Why did you buy a speaker if you have no friends? You knew no one would want to listen to it with you, and you bought it. Go home. Listen alone. Go home. Right? That is how I feel about motorcycles blasting music that you can't even hear over their motorcycle. That is just making like just gray sound everywhere around it while they're blasting whatever and just being like, start seeing motorcycles. I'll start seeing them when I stop fucking hearing them. You understand? Okay? Why are they so loud all the time? Why do you need a radio station on there? You have to just wear fucking headphones or some shit. Half you guys have long fucking hair. Half you fucking guys wear helmets anyways and look like fucking idiots. So put the fucking headphones in the helmet. Fuck off. God. Fucking start seeing motorcycles. Start sucking my cock. How about that? How about you fucking suck my bicycle cock? It's just... There's one guy one time that went down the hallway at my school. He used to wear a cowboy hat, and I would see him around the town walking everywhere, and he'd walk like this. And so his head would bob heavily, and he'd kick his feet forward whenever he'd walk, and he had a cowboy hat on. And I remember one time he was walking behind these girls we were friends with, and they came running around the corner, and I go, what's the matter? And I go, oh my God, David was playing honky tonk badonkadonk and walking behind us. They're running like the Chainsaw Texas Massacre was asking, and this guy's like, honky tonk badonkadonk, you know, like just singing it nasty and shit, just freaking people out, children screaming in every direction. This fucking hick just singing. I don't get it though. I truly don't get it. I don't like motorcycles. I don't understand. They're more dangerous. Hey, I'll tell you what. You get on something with 2 wheels and no doors, it's more dangerous than other things. Just so you know. I don't know if I have to tell you that just to make it whatever. It's dangerous. You might die on it. It's bad. Don't do it. Go do whatever. All right? Start seeing motorcycles. Stop driving a fucking half a vehicle. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Now the gas prices are high and I'm an asshole. But a year ago when they were $1, this would have fucking hit. Okay, you fucking assholes. I was watching speaking of autistic, and these are the type of guys, if you don't know, like, an autistic guy is a guy who's smart enough to tell you every major event that took place from the beginning of Boruto to the end of Naruto. I don't know if that's a prequel or a sequel. Fuck off. And can't name 5 presidents, right? Which, what a life, that's fine. I'm sure he's more fun at parties, right? But that's what I mean by this. So this girl was on Snapchat, and it's called Unwritten Beauty. And it says, this is what autism looks like. And it's this blonde-haired woman who's quite pretty with freckles. And she's like, when I was younger and I went to school, I had no friends. I would cry all the time. I felt like I was crazy. I felt like no one wanted to be around me. Which, duh, that's life, right? That's how everyone feels, okay? Yeah, I know, life is hell. And she's like, and then it turns out I'm autistic. I find out I'm autistic. And that's why I'm like that. Like, the fuck? That's not what autism. And they're like, this is what autism looks like. And it's just like petite girl that just like doing everything in her daily life, just having a good time, just like, and it's like, now that I know how to deal with it. And it's like, no. All right. Autism is the guy, once again, can't name a president, can tell you Naruto sashimi, or whatever that means, right? You can tell you every sensei that trained for the Naruto universe, okay? But they're the guys who can't control how loud they are when they talk, but they have to be publicly addressed because they can't talk quietly. That's what autism looks like. Not some girl making TikToks and shit. What the fuck are you talking about? No, it's not fucking Jesus Christ. God damn it. Show me what a game that you've put 15,000 hours into, and then we'll be like, this is what autism looks like. Show me your CS:GO. Show me your CS:GO stats and your Minecraft, if you don't mind, ma'am. Listen, I understand. You think you're autistic, that's fine. I'm here to diagnose you, so if you would just open up Minecraft and CS:GO for me, please. You don't have CS:GO. Just open up Minecraft and that. It's your brother's Minecraft. Well, I'd much rather talk to him. He's obviously way more qualified. Man, go sit down, okay? Oh, you're autistic? Yeah, doubtful. I'm just kidding. This is going to get me in trouble. It is very funny to be like, everyone can be autistic, even the pretty. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we doing? Why? Why are we... Show me a guy who's persevering, right? Like, it's very funny though. I mean, though, and I've talked about this before. Like, my sister had that friend that was like, my mom literally was like, she's so pretty, how can she have any problems? That was literally a quote. And then she tried to kill herself. And just, you think to yourself, pretty people don't have problems sometimes. And although, that said, pretty privilege, right? Let's not just put that on females, although it does have a little bit pushed to their corner. You have to be a little hotter as a man. If you get at least to 7 as a woman, you can be glorified in like just small areas. You know, if you get to a 7 as a man, people just think you're kind of cool. Like you still have to prove yourself, right? But yeah, it was just very funny to see that, where they're like, we're trying to be more inclusive. So we started talking to people that are hot with autism. And just autistic porn stars just being like, yeah, I flex cock every day. I remember I was about 3 years old, and I just started just playing with boners, and that's what I did every day for probably 4 hours every day from 3 years old till 25, and then I was found by that agency, and my mother had signed me up. I live with her in her basement still, and she was so nice to just kind of help me along, and now I fuck every day. Right? Oh, fuck. So I also have some fun friends, and I was having this buddy who was telling me he was watching a documentary this week, and he was explaining to me that the reason Hitler youth camps were so popular is because they let everyone fuck. Which is a fantastic... That's the blitzkrieg for your psyche, right? Like, you just see a guy in a brown coat and you're like, this guy fucks! This guy fucks! You know? Your buddy comes back and he's like, hey, bro, you gotta come back to Camp Wunnisuk-mi. You're like, what? And he's like, Camp Wunnisuk-mi. I went to Camp Wunnisuk-mi, and all the German girls they just hand out beer, and we're just fucking getting plastered. Hitler is the shit. You understand? I got laid 8 times in a week. I got drunk every day. Every day. You know? Just some guy being like, we gotta go to Camp Wunnisuk-mi. I guess they probably wouldn't have like Native American inspired names. It'd be like Camp Schloggelog. Camp Schnoggelog. Come now, brother. We must go to Camp Schnoggelog to join the Hitler Youth. Yeah. They have so many women, and they don't. Oh, that's getting a little more. And they don't care if we stick or schnitzel. Or something, you know. But yeah, so like, I mean, the way to take the youth, and people were like, well, he appealed to the youth. He would constantly have the youth stuff going. It's like, no, dude. He was like, hey, who likes to fuck? Everyone's like, who wants to go to Camp Wunnisuk-mi? I'm like, me, I want to go to Camp Wunnisuk-mi. You know? But like, yeah, you have no chance. Like, you're a young dude, and you just see that Hitler has a firm grip on the holds. Like, he has the firmest grip on the pussy marketplace, and you're like, I am but a slave, right? I can do nothing. I must just submit now, right? There was also a very fun little thing I'd seen. I've been playing this MOBA called Heroes of the Storm, right? And it's this wonderful little thing where Blizzard basically put together all their people from World of Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft, all their games and shit, put them all into one place, let them fight it out. It's supposed to be like the nerds being like, well, actually, Karazim would actually beat the fuck out of Zagara, and like then you like go through whatever, right? And so, recently, this game has been completely and utterly abandoned by Blizzard. So now every other like match you get into, you're just playing with the white supremacist esports team. Like, it's just like their outlet now. Like, anytime it's just F and then some slur, F then some slur, or like this slur and this slur combined together, and it's just like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's just like white supremacist esports, and like one was literally F blacks, I think is what it was, and then it was F N-words was the next match. This guy's home. The next match. I was like, I hope they don't find each other and find out they're avoiding each other. This guy's appearing offline and shit. Oh, God. But yeah, it was just fucking... It just felt like I was playing on a white supremacist esports tournament. I was just like, what the fuck is happening here? Also, you want to believe it, you can't really talk to those guys. Not a lot of fun to hang out with them, wouldn't you believe? Not a whole lot of tolerance in their day. And speaking of not a whole lot of tolerance, it's actually very funny. Trump was in the news, and he had a thing. Well, because he had a supervisor that apparently he came up to, and he's like, "Hey, so Mexico with the drugs and the wall," and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Those are bad." He's like, "Yeah, the drugs are terrible. We shouldn't have those." He's like, "Yes." So let's nuke them. And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Let's just throw a missile at Mexico until they stop doing drugs." And they're like, "No, sir, that's not..." Like, he's literally just being like, break it down one by one. Why can we not missile Mexico? He's like, "We can't do that. That's against international law. Like, there's so many reasons." And he's like, "Okay, how would they know it's us?" He's like, "You want us to sneaky missile? You want us to sneaky missile them?" Just like, he's like, "What if we paint the rockets all white, so when they crash, they can't see the American flag on the outside? Maybe we disguise the rockets, and we make them look like giant bananas falling from a tree. That way they don't know what happened. They go, 'Banana!' Everyone is dead, right? And then somebody just goes, 'That giant banana killed those people.'" I'm saying. And then you see the people. This was on Facebook, so it's this Facebook thing. You see a guy saying that, and you're like, "Well, that's very funny. It's very funny to just be like, can anyone remind me why we can't just kill everyone else?" "Oh, okay, never mind. Just wondering." And then the people in the comments are very funny, because somebody goes, "Well, it's a drug war, isn't it? I'd probably fight it like a war." It's like, what? It's like, well, these are blood diamonds, right? Better shoot some kids over them, All right? Do you just do everything that is legally, like, do you think a hot dog is an animal? What the fuck are you talking about? It's a drug war, right? Well, we better war it up, huh? Better fight cocaine with missiles. What are we talking about? You gonna nuke cocaine? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna find meth and you're gonna shoot him in the head? It's everywhere. You fucking jackass. Like, what if we just destroy the cartels with missiles? Well, the cartels will just find missiles and then kill everyone. Also, the reason they're not Pakistan or Afghanistan or these other places where we could just go bomb, destroy them, and run away is because they're fucking next door to us and they're in the country. There's cartel members in the country. There's very few ISIS people in the, right? But we just start, if I'm going to let you know something else too, if they weren't in the country and next to us, we would have fucking plunged Mexico's ass. You understand? Trump would have just shoved rockets into them until they would have cried and begged us to stop. Like, he would not have. And that's only because they're next door to us and they could fuck up Texas or some shit, right? Well, maybe not Texas. Probably like the other ones around it, right? Like Arizona-esque. Could definitely go. Especially if the Mexicans were like, we're taking it back. We're like, well, can't really stop that, you know? The other two things I saw that were just basically stupid, blatant, and just... You just think to yourself, why? Why do these people get power? Right? Not that I should have power more than them, it's just why did they? What happened here? So there's two things. One is a lady who's just like thirst trapping, right? So her whole thing is just like posed and like weird things. But the thing that got me was that it's all an advertisement. Every single thing is an advertisement. At one point, there's a picture of a bag with $1,300 over it in percentages. So then, what the fuck? So as you're going through, you start to realize she's saying this bag accrues 14.6% value annually. This bag gained 97.3% value over the past decade. It's like, what the fuck are you talking? Do you think handbags are stocks? Is this what people are fucking doing with fucking shoes and everything? They think it's stocks? These are garbage. Is this consumerism at its best? Is the older it is, the more it's worth? I guess it's got to be, but those are shit. Half these shoes they sell for $300 fucking fall apart. Like, what are we doing here? Talking about fucking selling handbags for profit in 10 years? That's what the fuck you're going to do? Those are the new Beanie Babies? Those fucking handbags? God damn. And then the other one that got me too was, and this one, the purses are stupid and she's a shyster and she's trying to pass it on to other people to get more money and stuff, right? Or maybe she believes it and she's going to get shysted one day and she just has enough money to let it go this long. Either way, the one that was truly egregious was the tat baby, okay? It's a bigger thing. Oh, excuse me. You're going to see this start coming along sooner, right? It's a baby with a tattoo suit on, right? And they do its hair like various rappers, put him in a do-rag, give him a chain, things like that. And he's just dancing around listening to gangster music. And I just can't help but think, give him a gun. He's got tattoos on him. He's the tattoo baby with a do-rag, gold chain. He got tattoos. Give him a gun. Please. Can somebody teach this baby to throw up BD and to have a gun? Please, for the love of God. Can somebody figure out how this baby doesn't know how any gang signs from his street? He's one. No, he doesn't need to talk. He just needs to know. It's what their fingers work. Yeah, tattoo baby. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll grow up great. I'm sure he won't get a tattoo when he's 11, right? I'm sure he won't get a tattoo whenever he can pay somebody enough money just to give him one. Because parents dress him up in tattoo shit for attention as a child. That's the highest peak in his life, is that. I don't know the transition. I don't know what else to do. This is the last one I got. Thanks for being here, dummies. But so this is my last bit, right? So you walk into a circus and there's just a guy standing behind a big board. And there's a bunch of holes down it, like a Connect 4 board almost, right? There's just a little slit in each one, and so he's like, "Oh, step right up, pick a hole, any hole. Brand new penis comes through every time. Unique experience every time, guaranteed." And so you're just like, a unique penis every time? You go, oh yes, different one every time, guaranteed. I'm like, oh shit. So you pick this one and he sticks it through, and you're like, oh, okay, interesting. So then you go, what about this one? And then all of a sudden he sticks it through, and all of a sudden this one has a baseball cap on and a baseball bat, and you're like, oh, Sammy Sosa? He's like, yes, Sammy Sosa. So he takes it out, and he's like, pick another. And you go down here, and he's like, and it's got a Jason mask on. He's like, I'm Jason Voorhees. And he's like, oh my god, it's got a knife, you know? At one point, he like takes it out, and he sticks it in the other side, and he's like, oh my god, Smokey Robinson, you know? And like, it's just all the fun ones. I couldn't figure it out fully. That might get cut. I don't know who Smokey Robinson is. I heard a lady say it on... Now that I'm reflecting, a probably racist video. Step right up, pick a hole, any hole. Brand new, unique penis every time. Thanks for being here, dummies.